Oh man, this drives me nuts. Can't believe that this is still happening. Mind you, we are in the Reddit forum for realtors. And here's the subject: listing agent requiring buyer representation agreement, which that's just made up. Listing agents can show their listings without needing a buyer representation agreement, okay? But here's the situation. So we've got this investor, he's wanting to buy another property, reaches out directly to the listing agent, wanting to represent himself. And the listing agent says, I'm not showing you the listing without a buyer representation agreement. So the guy says, all right, well, send me what you got, thinking that it's just going to be like a disclosure form. That would be normal. But instead, the listing agent sends a full buyer representation agreement with a 2.7% commission and some bogus $570 fee. This guy says, yeah, I'm not signing that. I'm a self-representing buyer. And the listing agent says, well, then I'm not showing you the property. And then I love it. This investor, he decides to go scorched earth, files a complaint, reaches out to the managing broker, then directly to the seller. The seller says, I knew nothing about this, and of course I want you to view the property. And what do you know? 30 minutes later, the agent calls this guy back and says, okay, I'll show you the property without needing an agreement. Ridiculous. But it gets worse. How, Nick? How does it get worse? Well, remember, this is the forum for realtors, and we've got another realtor who chimes in here. Realtor from the Pacific Northwest who says realtors can definitely show houses to self-representing buyers, but they don't have an obligation to do so. And in fact, it makes sense why they wouldn't want to. He continues, in the Pacific Northwest, this is a giant gray area, and to protect themselves, listing agents aren't showing homes to self-representing buyers. So he's experienced this with multiple agents. They're not working with self-representing buyers. And why? Well, it's really quite telling in these last couple of lines. It says, so it definitely is a thing, and on some level it makes sense. As a listing agent, you don't want to lose your commission. There it is, folks. And I think why I'm so hot about this is because I have so many realtors that comment saying that I'm making up issues, that self-representing buyers can participate in the market just like everybody else. But clearly that's not the case, or otherwise we wouldn't be having stories like this almost daily. This bug anybody else, or is it just me?